Hey everybody, it's Miss Adine. I'm going to do another sketch of the day. This one I started a little bit before I hit the play button on the camera, so sorry about that. I started with a spiral and a couple lines, and I didn't really have any clear idea when I started. And I've decided I'm just going to do this picture with solid lines, curvy lines, straight lines. And I'm going to work from this one area and go out. I'm using a number 2 pencil. It is somewhat soft and leaves a nice mark. You could do this with any pencil. If you use a harder, firmer pencil, an H or an FH, or just a harder pencil, you would get thinner, crisper lines. I like this because it's a mid-range pencil and it's soft without being so soft that it's going to smear all over the place, and I can still get a crisp line. So for my other videos, they were all sped up, but I've been asked to leave them in real time so you can see how slow I am. And this is real time, and it is very slow. Controlling your pencil with your non-dominant hand is a lot harder than I thought. One of the things is I keep breaking my pencil points because I'm pushing too hard, so I need to learn to go a little bit lighter. Now you guys are going to be drawing at home, hopefully. You have a sketch of the week. Most of you have already done it, and it's really early in the week. So keep drawing more sketches. You can stay with pencil, or you can move on to different materials. I'm going to be moving on to some new materials tomorrow, and I'm going to use some paint or some crayons and markers. So if you haven't done it already, go around your house, see what art supplies you have that you're allowed to use. Get a little bin or a little box, put them all together, make a nice little space in your house, in your room, or on the kitchen table, or wherever you can, so that you can make some art. If you have no paint, there's a few things you can do in the house that will work. You can use a Q-tip and a little bit of cold, strong black coffee, and that will work almost like a thin ink, right? Just make sure you ask permission before you take your mom's coffee, and there should not be any milk or sugar in it. See what you can come up with. It is just nice to have a little space that you make for yourself to create. Now I like lines that sort of echo and repeat. Now these lines change shape a little bit. They're not exactly the same from one to the other. So they change as they get further apart, and they help define what it is I'm actually drawing. You can draw anything this way. You can have a solid idea and you can start your page knowing exactly what you want it to look like at the end, or you can just wing it and put down a few marks and see if it reminds you of something. Maybe you're going to come up with a pony in a castle, or maybe you're going to come up with just a really cool design of lines. But anything you do is going to be awesome. Just keep trying. Never ever cross anything out in your sketchbook. If you start a page, finish the page. At the end, your sketch will be really amazing. It'll be like a visual diary of what you've done while you're home and our schools are closed. Some people might want to draw a self-portrait every day to just share how they feel, or to explore how they're feeling about being home. You could draw your family, you could draw your pets, you could draw anything you see by looking out your window. Even if we don't leave our house at all, there are so many different things that can inspire us to be creative and that we can make art with. Now, as I'm adding these lines at the bottom, I can't decide whether they remind me more of mountains or waves or a slice in the earth where you can see the different layers of soil. But I really do like the way lines look when you add them next to each other in a repetitive motion. Just keep working on it. Keep plugging along and coming up with the coolest stuff you can. We can post it on our Google Classroom page and give each other feedback, which is always really nice. And try to draw something new and different. A lot of times when we start and we have no ideas, our fallback is to draw the same thing that we always draw. The same flower, the same person, the same something. So try to draw something new that you've never drawn before. Take your time. There's no rush. You can see how slowly I'm going. You need to have fun, and you will totally surprise yourself at how amazing you get during this time. Okay, so this is where I'm pausing, and you can see me actual pause to think about what I want to do next. In school, we call this formative assessment, where we pause, we stop, we think, we make a plan, we set a goal, and then we finish. Artists do this all the time. They just normally don't label it. They don't think about it. The minute you're drawing and you lift your pencil or your crayon from the paper and you look at your paper and you think, oh, what am I going to do next? And then you know, that's your plan. That's your goal setting. We just learned in school to write it down and to make it a more formal goal and to really acknowledge what we've done well along the way. So, and here is my wonky hair again, because I love wonky hair. I love anything wonky, to tell you the truth. So I'm going to post this, and I'm going to try to post a sketch every day along with my I Spy and the little pieces of my stop frame animation I'm making. I'm just going to keep adding a bunch of stuff to keep us busy. If you like it, let me know. If you have an idea, tell me what it is. We can work together on it too. I miss all of you very much. I'm hoping everybody's healthy and happy and having a good time. Bye.